maybe you can help us understand what exactly is going on now in the news that we've been hearing about President Biden's proposed changes to the implementation of Title IX, because that could mean a lot of things. So what exactly has been going on now that's been such a controversy and that you've been so involved with?
Yeah, so for all of these 50 years, Title IX and its regulations have said that there are only certain things that a school can do to separate girls and boys. Most of the time, the general rule is don't make any distinction between students based on their sex. But there have always been exceptions to that. That's why schools can have girls and boys bathrooms and locker rooms and sports teams. You can divide up girls and boys for human sexuality classes, physical ed classes, things like that. So now what the Biden administration is coming along and doing is saying that, well, actually, when Title IX says don't discriminate or exclude anyone on the basis of sex, that is now going to mean don't discriminate on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity either. You would think perhaps they would define then what is sex, what is sexual orientation, and what is gender identity, but none of those terms are defined. So it becomes extremely elastic, vague, and subjective as to what any of those things mean. And the new rule, if it comes out and becomes final, would require schools to allow access to all education programs consistent with each student's gender identity, when that term isn't even defined. And so obviously that means that anytime a school has been able to say, this is the girls' team, this is the boys' team, this is the girls' shower, this is the boys' shower, you can call them girls and boys areas, but access is going to have to be granted based on subjective gender identity. So in essence, everything in school, college, and university is going to become mixed sex. That's one of the problems.
So from my point of view, doesn't that just make the whole Title IX thing completely void then? Like it has no purpose anymore if it includes everything and everybody.
I think there's an excellent case to be made that that's exactly what it amounts to.